Good morning. So you're stuck at home during this lockdown period. How do you keep in the loop with being sent critical information, key information via report from your Workbooks CRM system? Hello, my name is Tim Wilmot, and I'm joined today by my colleague Peter Johnson, and our company Workbooks Systems. We're a leading CRM solutions supplier of systems like Workbooks, and we help organizations use these simple and affordable solutions to help them with their sales, marketing, and customer service productivity. So thanks for joining us today for our little Workbooks training session, part of a regular series of short Workbooks presentations focusing on different topics. And this morning we're going to cover scheduling reports, a really powerful feature of Workbooks to get the system to automatically send out key information from Workbooks, even to people that don't use Workbooks, which is a key thing of it. So this presentation will be about 10 minutes or so, quarter of an hour or so in duration, just an overview of this feature, not meant to be in-depth training on the reporting function. My company, Workbooks Systems, we offer lots of training and help options if you want to explore those with us. Now, the audio part of this presentation is one way only. If you've got a question around this, please type that into the question box on your meeting control panel, and we'll do our best to answer it at the end. And this event is being recorded. You will get an email from our system with a link to the recording. You can play back at your leisure, and we'll most likely pop it up on our YouTube channel as well. Just go up to YouTube and do a search for Workbooks Systems, all one word, and you'll see a whole load of other videos up there around Workbooks. Okay, just before I hand over to my colleague Pete, we're all working from our home locations right now. A quick mention about Workbooks Systems, long-standing CRM, independent CRM solutions provider, providing and supplying systems like Workbooks. And we provide any kind of assistance and help you need around Workbooks to make sure you get the most out of it. So that involves training, help desk support, and so on. Right, let me now pass over to my colleague Peter, and we will take you through scheduling reports. Hang on a second, Peter.
Good morning, Tim.
Okay.
Okay, so hopefully you can. Oh, I'm getting a bit of feedback from you, Tim, I think. So hopefully you can see my screen and hear me okay.
Yes, can be.
Great stuff. Okay, thank you. Good morning to everybody attending this morning. As Tim mentioned, we're going to have a look at sending reports by email on a scheduled basis, on a regular basis. Really quick and easy to do. So this won't take too long at all. So it's quite a quick session, this one. But essentially, if you've got some reports in the system that you would like to send out to a group or list of people on a regular basis, pre-built reports, of course, when they get sent out, they're up to date at that point, which is a great way to offer that information to those that need it. I've seen many instances of regular kind of board reports, service engineers on the road probably get an email in the morning before they get their list of sites they've got to visit, that type of thing. So let's go and have a look. I'm going to go straight into the reporting area of this test system in front of me, and I've got a good number of reports, but what we're particularly looking at is creating a new scheduled email from this report screen. So if I click on this new scheduled email, now this window really is a standard kind of tabulated window, three main tabs at the top. There's a main tab where we build and design the email and set the schedule of how often it's going to go. The report tab is where we include one or many reports to be included with that email. And then the email tab is actually just a historical view of how many emails have been sent and what was in those. So you can go back and review those emails. So let me set one of these up as an example. So let's take a look. So you can see here, I'm going to give this scheduled email a title, so you can see it in a list of probably scheduled emails. So if I do Workbooks pipeline update, yeah, and very clearly you can see that it's going to go on a schedule. This little tick box here is quite useful. I've often seen this used in both ways, ticked on and ticked off. So the idea of this is that if there's nothing in the report, then it won't send the email. Perhaps you send out a list to an external agent of new leads that you've got today. Obviously, if that's going out daily and there are no new leads to send out, you don't want to send that agent perhaps an empty report or an empty email with nothing really in it. So you can actually untick that to send it or not send it, I should say, if it's empty. And you can see here the standard schedule, daily, hourly, monthly. Some people ask for weekly in here. The way to do it weekly is to do it daily and switch off the days. So this will go out every Monday on a weekly basis, if that makes some sense. And down here towards the bottom, you have the email as a whole that you're going to send. So if I just pop in here, if I send to this chap, and you can CC and BCC in the normal way, of course. Hi, Peter. See the latest numbers. There we go. Yeah, so you can put your signature file and everything else in here, but I'm just going to create a very simple bit of text there. And next I'm going to move to the reports tab, and this is where you add in here the reports or charts that you want to include within the email itself. So I'm going to add a report here. I'm going to look for one of my pipeline reports. So I've got pipeline by stage, which is a particular report. You can go and view the report if you want to refresh what it looks like. So I've got the report. Which view on that report? Those that are familiar with reports will know that you have different summaries and views of those, and you can go and choose which one you want. The format, now this is quite important in terms of how you want the report to be linked to the email. Do you want it as an attachment, or do you want it as an inline in the body is what the inline bit does. So it shows you the report in the body of the email, or you get the chance to attach it as a CSV. So you might be sending out a list to somebody on a regular basis, and they use it to import into their system, perhaps an attached CSV. Because it's from a report, it's always going to be the same format, so they can produce some profile and import that perhaps, or an Excel spreadsheet, of course. And where do you want it in the report? So you could have many reports in this email, and this one's just going to go in as the last one in positions. So if I save and close that, you can see this email will include that report. Maybe I should add a chart as well. In a similar way, you go and select the chart that you want. So if I do another pipeline one by stage, again, what format is this going to be in? So I'm just going to do a normal PNG and then save and close. So in terms of setting it up, it really is that straightforward and simple. Obviously, you'd save and close it, and it would sit and run on your schedule. Let's see if we can see what this looks like in a moment. So I'm going to choose this button just as a test. I'm going to send it now because it's a setup of that email that's going out, and in a moment it will appear in this email one when it's sent. There is a slight delay. Obviously, other emails going out of this system will take priority, but at that point, there you go. So it's now there. And this, although obviously I would be the recipient on my email client of where I collect that, but the email itself will look something similar to this. So you can see here, this top half is the report itself, and then the chart as an image within that report. So really useful in terms of being able to one, schedule when it's going, how regular, a bit of text to go with that email so it looks nice, and then which reports are going to be included in that scheduled email. And then when you're on your reports area, you can see any that you've done or set up. So my scheduled emails here would be listed of all of the scheduled emails that would be going out. I have to have that one disabled so it doesn't go on a regular basis from my test system. But you can see really simple and easy to set up those reports on a scheduled basis. So Tim, quite a swift one this week. So come back to you. Have we had any questions come through, or have you got any questions, Tim?
Yeah, there's just one question from Ernst. Can I send dashboards in the same way?
Yes and no. A dashboard, of course, a normal dashboard is a, so let's go into one of these. So a dashboard is a group of reports in a particular screen. So yes, in the fact that you would get each of these reports and add them to a report, a report email, so that you're sending out. That way, it's going to look very similar. You probably won't get them side by side like this, but you would get a list in exactly the same way as I've just shown. So not exactly the dashboard, but you can make an email look very similar to a dashboard. And of course, you've only got to do it once, just like you do with a dashboard, being a selection of those reports. Any others come through, Tim?
No. So if any late emails come through, we'll answer those separately by email. So that's it for us, done on this event. Scheduling reports, automatic scheduling of reports via Workbooks. Hopefully that's been of use to you. Really powerful feature to email out key information from Workbooks to your users and even non-Workbooks users as well. And we can see that there's lots of different examples and also quite a powerful way of including that, the format of the data as a CSV or an Excel file. Great way of sharing it with another company. Maybe they need to put it into their CRM. That'd be a nice way of managing that process. So if you've got any ideas for future Workbooks training topics like this, please email one of us, Tim or Peter, tim@wizard-systems.com or peter@wizard-systems.com. There is a September, so the date of this presentation is August 2020. There's an important September new release of Workbooks coming out. Lots of exciting capabilities built into that. So we're really looking forward to showing that to you in the next few sessions and keeping you in the loop with that. But thanks very much for your time. Those listening live, thanks for watching, and we'll catch up with you same time next week for another Workbooks topic. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.